Good morning, y'all. This is Eureka John with Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live on Theta TV from Leander, Texas. It is 6:36 in the morning, and it is July 14th, 2021. Yes, sirree, Bob. This is my video blog, and this is my podcast, whatever. And I am just talking about everything and anything crypto. Could be crypto news, could be crypto projects and fundamentals, could be crypto this, crypto that. I don't care. You won't really see me trying to read charts because, I'm not good at that. And basically just be looking at somebody sticking a stick in a pile of crap and stirring it around. That's me looking at charts because I don't understand all that stuff. Anyway, so I'm not shilling anything because I'm not paid by anybody, so that's good. I am always willing to work, like video editing and animation stuff, and little bumpers and intros and explainer videos, whatever. I'll be happy to do that stuff and from payment and crypto. But this show is not sponsored by anybody, and I like to keep it that way for now. And I do this every single morning. It's my morning show, and it tracks my development and progress and learning about the crypto space. So I may say some completely cockamamie, way out in left field crap one day and then change my mind the next day, because that's how it rolls, and that's how learning in crypto rolls. One day you believe something wholeheartedly, and the next day you're like, about that. Yes, that is crypto. Anyway, let's move on. Let me refresh this CoinGecko page and see what's up. I like CoinGecko. Some people use Coin Codex and Coin Paprika and Coin Market Cap. CoinGecko is my preferred coin tracker of choice. And man. So pick your poison, man. Okay, so. Looks like, I got another red day. Woo! All right. So that's just how it rolls, man. In the crypto world, you get red days and you get green days and you get red weeks and you get green months. Honestly, from what I've been seeing on some other crypto shows that I watch, July is supposed to suck, and hey, it is what it is. There's a lot of crap coming out in August. The EIP 1559, the London Hard Fork's coming out August 4th, supposedly. Last year we went through all this too, with them saying that it's Ethereum 2.0 is supposed to be coming out any day, and it finally ended up supposed to come out in like June last year, and then it ended up coming out and finally in like December. It's starting the process even, not even ETH 2.0, which is going to be like a 1.5 year long process to merge and roll everything out. What's up, Bantanic? Hey, all set. Nice to see you here. I've never seen you before. Welcome to the show. Got a new person here. Anyway, let's see what we have here. So Bitcoin, $32,582.14. Ethereum, $1,950.40. Oh my God, it's below 2,000. What is going on here? So Ethereum's kind of, everything's kind of just doing this weird little wavery dance right where they are, and it dips in the red. It is what it is, man. I'm in it for the long run. I believe in cryptocurrency as like a major paradigm shift technology that is altering the way we do things in life and cash in general. It is. I don't know if Bitcoin will ever replace gold, but it's. What would you rather have, Bitcoin or gold? At this point. I don't know, man. I don't know. I do try to acquire as much as both as possible. It's why I'm always broke. I do have to deal with NSF fees at the bank and things like that. Bantanic says Bitcoin for sure. Okay. And it's because I put everything into some kind of assets that I can save, because I believe the dollar is going down the toilet. The dollar might still be around in namesake, kind of like in ancient times whenever the Roman Empire fell and got invaded and everything like that by the barbarians. The Roman Empire was still around in namesake, but it wasn't really around. It was just completely different. You wouldn't have recognized it. I mean, even the capital got moved to Constantinople, and they still called it Rome. You know, the Rome. So I think the dollar will still be around, but it won't be the same. You know, and that's yeah. Yeah, the dollar would be a Fed coin. It'd be smart contract money. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can get some kind of CBDC pro on here. I'll have to dig around in the bulwarks of the the dregs of the crypto spaces. See if I can find somebody that really knows their stuff on CBDCs and have them come on here and explain it. Because you don't want me absolutely trying to authoritatively explain anything because. It comes out like imitation cereal. Binance coin is 303.72. Cardano $1.25, dipping a nickel since yesterday. XRP 60 cents. And so we have USD coin and Tether and Binance USD, 3 stable coins in the top 10. I mean, so that tells me that people are moving money into the crypto space, and they're kind of incrementally putting it in stable coins and probably locking up and getting that better interest rate that stable coins will get you because your bank blows as far as interest rates are concerned. Yeah, I think we'll give you 0.1% interest rate. Yeah, that's the best we can do for now. That's what banks are doing to us. So people are moving their stablecoin and moving their money and their savings into stablecoins and stablecoin protocols in order to earn the better interest. And there are varying degrees of risk that you can put them into. You can put it into centralized finance, almost TradFi, traditional finance platforms, but on the crypto space, and that's BlockFi and Celsius and Nexo and stuff like that. And then there's your DeFi platforms, which are Aave and Compound and Yearn, and all that is run off of code protocols, and they don't really technically have or supposed to have any like real owner. Anybody can use the code for those platforms and create their own DeFi protocols, which a lot of people have, and there's been a lot of like really insane APY style Ponzi schemes, basically, for lack of better words, pop up and 1,000 APY, whoa! YouTubers freaking going off with O-face, red sirens, it's gonna blow your mind, and so watch out for that stuff. It's the Wild West, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going rampant right now, and try to have fun. Like I try to have fun with this, and just explore around and do your homework, man. Do your own research. Don't ask me for price predictions because I don't do price predictions. People are like, yo, what's Cardano gonna do by end of year? You think? I don't know, man. Like I know probably better. You probably know better than me. That's all I'm saying. Some third world countries that are close to bankruptcy still hold vast amounts of gold. Yeah, well, that's absolutely a good point. And now that they found that gold mountain in Africa, this entire mountain pretty much made of gold, and everybody's just dancing around, collecting and filling their pockets with gold. That didn't do well for the gold price. Not that I know what the gold price is doing, but just saying, a few months ago they found an entire mountain worth of gold, and suddenly a scarce asset. You're looking at an entire mountain full of a scarce asset. Got my liquid crack this morning. It's a pre-workout drink. It has just as much caffeine as coffee. I just was kind of feeling like a squashed bug this morning trying to roll out of bed and come do this show. So had to wake up. So Uniswap 1735, Bitcoin Cash 464.19. Litecoin 128.13, Solana 29.05. I got to show you this tweet about Solana. It's pretty funny. Chainlink 1665. Actually, I will go there and show you this tweet right now. This is what you run into a lot of times in DeFi protocols and bridges, and this is what happens in the Wild West of crypto when people are trying to experiment and figure out what is going on and how to get things to work. Something may sound amazing on paper, okay? On paper. In the white paper, and somebody, man, there's some really talented white paper writers out there, you know. And you read that thing, and by the time you finish that white paper, you're like, damn it, I'm buying in, you know, count me in, sucker. And then, but then you actually go to use it, or or explain it to somebody else too, and then you realize, okay, so Solana's UX remains ridiculously bad. Here's my attempt to transfer from some USDC from my Solana account to Ethereum account. Okay, so they have a stable coin on their Solana account, and then they want to transfer that to their Ethereum account through this Wormhole bridge. Okay, hey, what's up, 29LH06? So, problem one, they can't find Wormhole's website. It doesn't appear in the search result. So let's try this. I'll look for Wormhole. Let's see what's up. Wormhole. ERC, or I'll just put bidirectional bridge. Wormhole bidirectional bridge. Let's see. Ugh, I got spit in my throat. I can't. Okay, so Wormhole, a bidirectional DC. Okay, let's see what's up with this. And I wasn't going to talk about this today. Okay, explore the docs. All right. I mean, is this because it's not ready? I mean, I don't understand. So it allows existing projects, platforms, and communities, and they give a fancy little marketing video here, how it works. The Solana contract, Wormhole contract, the validator, issue mint, watch logs, bridge, ERC20, and then the user locks the ERC20, and it goes over the bridge. Okay. It's not a blockchain network. It doesn't have to be. Instead, it can safely rely on consensus and finalization of the chains that it bridges. It is leaderless. All guardians perform the same computation upon observing an on-chain event and a so-called validator action approval. If a two-thirds majority of all guardian nodes have observed and signed the same event using their individual keys, then it is automatically considered valid by all Wormhole contracts and all chains and triggers a mint burn. Okay, so it's one of those mint burn style bridges that I've been talking about in the past episodes. That's generally how a lot of these bridges are tending to be, where you have one token on A blockchain and then you want to transfer it to B blockchain. Well, basically the bridge mechanism goes and it either locks it up, the token, on A blockchain, or it burns it, and then it creates a duplicate clone of it on B blockchain. And so you can let the clone token on B blockchain run around and, you know, suit its fancy and, you know, go get laid and do tequila shots over there across the border on the other side on the B blockchain. And then when it's all realizing that life made a bunch of life's mistakes over there with all these degenerate high APY DeFi protocols, it decides it needs to come home. So it needs to cross back over that bridge, you know, and so it has to burn that identity over there on B blockchain and get back to its A blockchain. So it either mints back or it unlocks the original token on A blockchain. And so it comes back. That's how a lot of these bridges are seeming to work. And if that sounded like your trip to Mexico, that is your own projection, okay? So anyway, we have all successfully avoided the use of bleeding edge cryptography. Instead, we use a plain MN multi-sig scheme using SEC CP256K1 signatures. It's really quite boring, and in cryptography, boring is exactly what one wants. Okay, when will Wormhole be live? After undergoing an in-depth security audit by the smart contract and cryptography experts at Kudelski, we're happy to announce that Wormhole is now live, okay, starting with support for ETH. This is just the beginning. In the coming weeks, we'll be looking to add support for Terra as well, upgrading Wormhole to a three-way cross-chain bridge. That sounds amazing. And, you know, I have no doubt once they hone everything out that, you know, Solana is a solid project. You know, I like Solana. So don't take this me as dogging on Solana and calling Solana a scam or uncredible, because I do like Solana. But this person trying to recount their attempts at doing this, problem one, I can't find the Wormhole's website. It doesn't appear in the Google search results. So they couldn't find it. And I didn't see the link to the actual app on here on the website. So Solana's official website does have a page dedicated to Wormhole. Great. Solana.com/Wormhole. And let's go down here. When will Wormhole be live? Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. So here we're happy to announce that Wormhole is now live, starting with the support for ETH. And then he's like, where's this link? Okay, yeah, that's you kind of need a link. Finally, I was able to find the URL in an old Reddit post. You had to dig through Reddit to find a link to it. Wormhole doesn't support USDC nor USDT, the two top major stablecoins, only 4 other less used stablecoins are available: TUSD, SUSD, LUSD, and BUSD. Okay, what are the logic for not supporting the 2 biggest stablecoins? Okay, fine. Let me just swap USDC to one of the 4 supported coins, then transfer it through Wormhole. I can't find a way to swap USDC to those 4. I've heard of Solana DEX's Serum, Radium, and Mercurial. None has a TUSD, SUSD, LUSD, BUSD pair with USDC. Okay, that's kind of an issue. So right here it shows, and well, Wormhole supports wrapped Ethereum. Let me just try my USDC to wrapped Ethereum and bridge that. Radium does have an ETH USDC pair. However, it's not clear whether this ETH refers to wrapped Ethereum or unwrapped Ethereum. That could be an issue. Anyway, I swapped all my USDC to this quote-unquote ETH, and I can only guess it's the unwrapped one because the Wormhole interface shows I have 0 wrapped Ethereum, even though I just swapped some ETH on Radium. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a way to wrap ETH to wrap Ethereum to wrapped Ethereum on Solana either. So he's stuck with these wrapped, this unwrapped Ethereum on the Solana blockchain, and he can't get it wrapped because that's the only way that he can get that USDC he needs to get the bridge, to get over the bridge. Okay, so last resort, swap the Ethereum to Solana, deposit out of that to Binance, sell that for Tether, and withdraw that to Ethereum. Okay, even though Radium has both Ethereum USDC and Solana USDC pairs, it can't route ETH directly to Sol. I'm not sure I completely understood that, but I know the gist, okay? The user needs to do 2 swaps, Ethereum USDC, then USDC to Solana. Come on! That's what he's saying. Come on. It's not even come on. It's come on! You know, it's like, yeah. So finally, thanks to CZ's help, Binance, I was able to get my USDC from Solana to Ethereum, generating a few taxable events along the way. I consider myself a relatively experienced user. I had so much trouble doing such a simple task. Please, Solana, get your shite together. So, Pantanic saying, alarm bells ringing, get back over that bridge and burn it so you can't return. Yes. You know, this is kind of how it feels, man. This feels like that bad trip to Mexico, you know, where you did too many of those electricity clinkers with a guy coming out, clink, 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 you know, and oh, man. So, watch out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dogging on Solana. Like I said, Solana, I think, is a solid project, and I think it's going to go places. But they got some work to do. That's for sure. So... anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. I thought it was funny, and that's what I strive for every morning, is to find at least something funny in life and in crypto. So, speaking of funny, over here, I was listening to the Bankless podcast last night and on the way home, and they were talking about the DeFi Mullet. And you know, everybody loves a good mullet. You know, what's your version of a mullet? Is it some redneck guy in Arkansas, or is it like your guy in Erie, Pennsylvania? You know, playing pool and lotto tickets, and you know, what is your version of the mullet guy? You know, so anyway, it's business in the front and party in the back. Yeah, and so what they're saying is there's a lot of these applications. Are not suited for the more proper, established, well-accredited investors. Well, I mean, I don't think that's what crypto is really supposed to be suited for anyway. But people are moving into it because they are running away from the dollar, and they need to find some viable solutions in order to advance in society without their technology getting basically pushed to the wayside. And as you can see here, okay, so let's go back. Let's rewind a bit. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Fintech will betray the banks. The original sin of the internet will be corrected, and everyone will start sporting DeFi mullets. You ready for a journey today? Let's start with betrayal. I like fintech because I will betray the banks and becomes crypto's greatest ally. Okay, I'm not talking Shakespearean betrayal. No a tu brute moment with the fintech stabbing the banks in the back. More like a gradual drifting away. That's the worst kind of breakup right there. Like whenever your girl just kind of like stops, like slowly, doesn't really respond, and it's just kind of like, okay, and then finds excuses. We need to talk, okay, about what? About us. I don't know if we should stay exclusive. It's not you, Wells Fargo. It's me. I've changed. It's crypto, isn't it? Anyway, do you ever wonder why the internet did so much to disrupt media? And when you're married, all this stuff goes out the window. You don't even care anymore. And you're just like, yep, that's my wife. Yep. I mean, not that I don't care about my wife. I love my wife. But, I'm just saying. All that stuff seems silly, after a while, So do you ever wonder why the internet did so much to disrupt media, music, and e-commerce, but absolutely nothing to disrupt the banks? Yes, it's gone through Blockbuster, and it's gone through the taxi service ride and food industry. It's because the internet protocol was missing something. Mark Andreessen, founder of Netscape, calls this the internet's original sin. I think the original sin was that we couldn't actually build economics, which is to say money, at the core of the internet. So if he would have started over, he would have built Web 3.0 with the browser wallets directly in there, except blockchain technology was not developed to the point to where it could have had that. The internet was missing a money layer. So instead of leapfrogging banks, we got 30 years of incrementalist fintech, Stripe, Robinhood, Plaid, and Square. This is how millennials do banking. This is the future. However they write that. Except it took me a while to understand that that's what that type of, writing meant. That's my Gen X showing through. Except it's not the future. It's good user experience built on legacy bank ledgers. It's an interim step, but it's lipstick on a pig. So now that we need to replace that pig. So look at this. Something's happening in fintech. Look at the top finance apps in November 2020. Look at that. Cash App, PayPal Mobile, Venmo, Robinhood, Coinbase. So it took me a little bit, because I have zero financial background, to understand the difference between fintech and banking. So banking apps are Chase Mobile, Capital One, I don't know, Zelle, okay. But, just your bank's app, and fintech are not necessarily associated with those banks. They are their own creation that have been adopted by the banks. Okay, so it'd be PayPal and Cash App, Venmo. They're not really associated with the banks, but the banks use them and people use them as kind of a peer-to-peer payment device. Two things to notice. The top 5 apps are now fintechs, not banks. Fintech owns user acquisition. The fintech apps are now crypto on-ramps, and that is true. PayPal, I believe you can actually transfer out of PayPal now. You couldn't do that for a while. Let's see how we are on time. Okay. As proof of the second point, take a look at developments over the last year. Cash App grew to 1 billion in Bitcoin sales each quarter. PayPal now allowing users to purchase crypto from 26 million merchants. Crypto support was just announced for Venmo. Robinhood adding crypto education material for traders, and Coinbase becoming more fintech every day, releasing a Visa card in the US. So that one started in crypto, and it's moving towards the banking industry. And you can kind of see this with Gemini as well, with crypto.com. Actually, crypto.com is going both ways. It's going towards DeFi and fintech. So that's like one of the rowdiest Bitcoin crypto DeFi mullets here that we have. But I'll get into that in a second. So Ryan Sean Adams saying Visa integrating USDC, huge. It means 60 million merchants get the ability to accept and pay crypto dollars settled on Ethereum. It means Visa is starting to swap out traditional bank ledgers for the global Ethereum ledger. Visa is using Ethereum to bypass banks. Send it. Visa integrating USDC. A network of 60 million merchants, 3.3 billion credit cards, 16,000 financial institutions, and 11 trillion in volume is starting to use Ethereum to bypass traditional banks. Unthinkable a year ago. Stablecoins barely existed. And now every fintech needs a stablecoin strategy. What's going on? This is fintech getting ready to onboard millions of users and billions of dollars into crypto. This is the start of a decade-long process of swapping out banking infrastructure for crypto infrastructure. Let the protocol sync thesis, and this is the protocol sync thesis in action. This is fintech replacing the pig, not just putting lipstick on the pig. Okay, so this is why I'm into crypto, because I see this paradigm shift moving, and not because I'm trying to trade on the weekly spike and dip. I don't do that. I don't care about all this red day you see going on over here in CoinGecko. Look at this. I don't care. I don't care. This is what I'm here for. The mullets and all these people moving in here. After hearing the Visa news above, a critic said this to me: users will care about Ethereum no more than they care about TCP/IP. Sorry, and TCP/IP is the internet protocol, and the person who made that protocol never tokenized or monetized on it. And so that is the foundational standard that we use around the world. So really, that they're saying, what do you mean, sorry? Users not caring about Ethereum is the whole point. It's the design goal. It's what we want. And it's tokenized. And you can hold an Ethereum token, unlike the person who invented TCP/IP. So why would that person be sorry about it? I'm excited about it. The goal is billions of people using Ethereum and DeFi protocols without even knowing it, just as they use TCP/IP without knowing it today through fintech in many cases. Fintech will embrace the DeFi Mullet strategy. Fintech in the front, DeFi in the back, okay? And so you're going to have this well-established looking kind of marble pillar website institution or, fintech institution. Then you go in the back and, yeah, you got the little goofy little Google corporate slides and all the pizza in the office, and stuff like that. We have a beer keg in our office and we get drunk at work. Woo! So you have that going on, the DeFi degen stuff in the back. So users will embrace it. Well, maybe not to that extent, but I got to put a little fun flair on it. Users will embrace it too. The UX of fintech and open financial infrastructure of crypto will lead to apps that are 100x better than the alternatives. Banks left in the dust, the internet of money unlocked. If you look, you see it already. Fintech is growing out as DeFi Mullet. This was written back in December of 2020. Now we are finally seeing that through Compound Finance. And like I said before, Crypto.com is now doing this with their Visa cards. BlockFi is now having a Visa card. It's to varying degrees of traditional finance in the front and DeFi in the back. Well, Compound now they have Compound is like Aave. It's a decentralized protocol, and Compound Labs, which is the company that made the Compound protocol and did all the coding, they use it. So they are an what did they call it? Not unqualified, not uninterested, because they are interested, but an uninvolved party using the Compound app. So anybody can take the code and use it and create their own apps with. So here they have Compound Treasury. So you go to compound.finance and you click on Treasury right here, and you'll come to this screen. And here it's, your standard, lock up your savings, get some high interest yield, which is 4%. Obviously in DeFi, we all know, because we're all crypto hounds, that you can earn a lot more than 4% in any DeFi app. But for people new to crypto and don't really want to get involved in all that high risk degeneracy that goes on in the background, they're not going to the back room where the white powder stuff is. They're staying up at front near the lobby and near the little tray full of olives with toothpicks in them. And so they're going to earn their 4%. It's very stable. It's locked in, and that's what they're going to do. And in the background, they're going to Compound Labs is going to do exactly what banks do whenever people put their money in to store it. They're going to use that money to earn as much yield as they can possibly get, so they can pay out the 4% that they agreed to, and then they can make money. So it's kind of a win-win situation. It gets people some kind of exposure to crypto, and then as well, it allows the people like Compound Labs to use the Compound protocol to earn some higher APY and to be able to pocket the difference. And so that's interesting. It's a good money-making strategy. High interest yield paid daily to you and your customers. On-demand liquidity, add and withdraw funds from your account every 24 hours. Transparent reporting, real-time balances, and transaction history available on demand. I mean, you could use this. You could use this model, and this is what we'll have to watch out for: is all these DeFi Mullet banks coming and trying to manage people's money, and then doing this model and then pocketing the difference, and then them not really be solid or established. I trust Compound Labs. Compound Labs is tried and true. They've been around for a while. They've gone through an Oracle exploit, and they've worked through that. They've been audited. I trust Compound Labs, and I think this would be a good solution for somebody kind of wary about the crypto space. I mean, I'm obviously not going to use it because I understand DeFi tools, but So anyway, what is it? Treasury accounts convert your US dollars to USDC, a digital dollar stablecoin, and supplies them to the Compound protocol to generate secure high-yield interest. This enables institutions to access the crypto interest rates while abstracting away operational complexities, including cybersecurity, compliance, private key management, fiat to crypto conversion, and interest rate volatility. So it does what BlockFi and Celsius and Nexo are doing, except it does it on the back end through DeFi. So it eliminates the hassle and the risk that institutions would have to write down and put on paper to their managers of that, and they say no, this is stable and it's been audited and it's 4% APR, and the customers are earning 4% APR. Whatever company, Compound Labs, would earn more than this, and it seems to be working out. So I don't know. This could be what this is the DeFi Mullet. Getting started. How does it work? Client onboarding. Get in touch with our team who will guide you through the onboarding and compliance process. I don't know what that compliance process looks like, state by state, country by country, whatever. Account funding. Wire funds from your bank account and begin earning interest the next day. Interest is earned daily and withdrawable anytime. Account management. I wonder if your actual funds are locked up and you can only withdraw the interest. I don't know that details, minutia to be clarified. Anyway, account management. Receive monthly statements and audits from our team and request real-time balances anytime. Customer support available within 1 hour during business hours. Okay. On-demand withdrawals. Choose to withdraw any amount of your principal funds and earned interest in your withdrawal process within 24 hours. So that's good. When you compare it to other types of lending protocols and stuff like that, and just savings platforms, things like Lending Club, and I don't know. So I don't know much about that because I've never really had enough. My broke ass never had enough money to put into large savings accounts like this. But a lot of people do, and 4% for them is pay dirt. So they're going for that. So. Not for me. I'm trying to go all out and really create myself an amazing high profit DeFi experience. Anyway, all right. I gotta go. This has been an interesting episode today. I'm feeling kind of frisky, and I'm gonna carry on throughout my day and get to work and. If you wanted to go check out this Bankless DAO podcast episode right here, Compound and the DeFi Mullet. It's a good interview to help you understand this. So listen to this Bankless episode. It's not like 10 years long like some of their other episodes. So it's a relatively quick episode, about as quick as my episodes are. So Robert Leshner does a good job of explaining this. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And man, have a great day. All right. Bye.